Hello everyone, we are joined by Valyn coming in from G2 after their game against Paper X. Thanks for joining us, Valyn. Firstly, I know it was a bit of a tough loss, but you still seem like you're in good spirits, so yeah. I'm going to ask you a nice question to start off. How has LATAM been to you so far?
I mean, Chile has been incredible, honestly. First off, the weather here is amazing, so I love just going outside and experiencing Chile, or Santiago, rather. And obviously the people here are incredible fans. I get so much love here, and G2 does as well, so it feels like I'm in a home tournament. It's honestly incredible, man. It's a great experience.
How's your Spanish so far?
Entiendo un poco,
Maybe
pero no hablo mucho. No hablo mucho.
I'm pretty sure if you stay here for a while,
Yeah, a little bit longer, I'll be spitting all the Spanish.
Spitting bars, yeah, you got it. Okay, so let me get into the good stuff. So talking about the first map in particular, Paper X's pick, of course. I think that in the first half, it seemed like you guys were being messed over a lot by Envy's Yuto. So do you think it's more of a Paper X compositional thinking that gave them the advantage, or was it just the way they were playing in that first half?
Yeah, I remember some rounds, he had some set lineups for eyes that were killing Baby Bay or Jogamo, so it's a bit hard on my list to get value. Other than that, I feel like it just felt like a normal game. We weren't closing our post plans; they had better post plans than us. You can go back and look at how many B retakes we lost, or even the B retake at 3-0. Those rounds we can't be losing. If you want to beat the best team, you have to close out those post moments, and we didn't. So it kind of gave them a big snowball back into the game because we started hot, but we kind of gave it back to them. And yeah, credit to Big Rex, they cooked up some cool stuff to disrupt our double-duelist. Teams didn't have that in the past, so we were able to just kind of run them down early Neon, but they were prepared for that. So
yeah, they played triple duelist on one map at some point, if I remember correctly, on split. So
yeah, they have the experience with all that, so it was a bit of a uphill battle to climb for my duelist players. But nevertheless, they kept their mental straight, and we kept going, we kept trying, and we got close again, but man, we just slipped out the final moments.
Talking about the final moments, Envy again as well, he just seemed to be winning every single duel at that second half.
Yeah, he was on fire for sure. I will say that. He had a great game, honestly. I'm kind of I think he had a slow start into the year for Paper X, but now he's kind of found his form with the team and definitely felt his presence in the silver.
100%, yeah. Talking about you brought up the composition of your team, so bringing up Baby Bay in particular, he mentioned today that it was just a bad game, but I wanted to kind of understand your motivation about replacing that chamber with the Waylay. Is it just that you want to lean more into the double duelist that the meta is demanding, or was it something else?
Well, we never really tried chamber on those two maps, really. It was heroic split, and
I know split it's a bit unconventional, but Corrode, I have some analytics.
Yeah, I've seen some teams play chamber on that map. I think chamber is a bit difficult to run on Corrode when you're facing double duelist because they can close the gap so fast.
The double dive especially.
Yeah, double dive, it's kind of scary. So we tried to match that style, and honestly, our Corrode regionally and in practice has been really good. So that was why we picked it. Obviously, we didn't have a good performance today on it, but we have so much more to show on that map. We have a lot of stuff. And for Andre, I think he's been comfortable on Waylay. I was surprised. He picked it up really quickly in practice, and even to qualify for here, he had big Waylay games. So I don't I know people are saying we didn't perform great today, but
it could be a bad day. Everyone has
bad days. And maybe he just needs a learning game internationally to go back into it. I know his mental is strong, so I'm not worried about him too much. I'm just gonna make.
I watched the little preview you guys did.
I think Andre's a great player. I think just versus Paper X, who's so accustomed to this fast-paced style, it was hard for him to find his timings and his dashes and stuff. It was hard for him. So I think it's a good learning opportunity for him and for all of us, and we'll be better at that next time.
Talking about Paper X in particular, I think you guys. In the beginning, you guys were winning against them, but I think this is the fourth time that you haven't been able to.
Yeah, this is our third VCT loss, and we lost in Masters too. So they found our number. We beat them in the beginning, and they kind of.
I remember seeing this post online saying the only way G2 beats Paper X is with Icy. So.
Oh yeah. I guess that's playing out.
The curse is real.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think they're just a great team, and it's a hard play style, for NA, I would say.
For you in particular, as an IGL, what are the challenges that come calling against a team like Paper X that is so hyper?
They're just always on the move. They don't really sit still. They're always finding gaps. They're always looking for plays. We took a lot of inspiration from them and how they play mid-round situations. We know they're a great team in those moments. They literally win when they won Toronto. They were winning Toronto off winning 3v5.
Yeah.
2v3s, 2v4. Like they're so good in those like tiny moments, and it's just hard to call against that. That's their playground. So when you see us play like other more like conventional teams, we just like toy with them because we know what they're gonna do. But with these guys, you never know their next move. So
talking about that, you never know their next move. I mean, their Corona comp as well, right? I'm sure you're probably reviewing their Pacific footage, and they were running with Phoenix.
Right.
And then they jumped it for something else today.
We saw them struggling on Phoenix. Like they weren't winning their Corona.
Yeah,
and Derek's is always a team to like switch up the comp. So to be honest, we weren't caught off guard by it. Like we were expecting something different. We thought maybe he could go Rays, maybe they'd play like Sage, maybe they'd play Fives even. So we were ready for those like changes. We didn't expect them to play Phoenix, but I guess it didn't really matter. It's still a great team today.
And talking about the next couple of teams that you want to face, I remember that you guys said you wanted to face Longshin later in the bracket, but in the Swiss stage, is there any team in particular that you want to face or don't want to face, or you prepared for everything?
I mean, now that we're 0-1, like I don't really think there's a team I don't want to face. Like everyone's coming off a loss, so I wouldn't be afraid of like any of the teams. We all lost. And honestly, I don't think I'm a player that like has a team to stick out that I want to play. I really just want to like win the tournament. And whoever we get matched up against is who we have to play. So I'm not really like a particular guy. I just want to try to continue winning and go early for the tournament.
Fair enough. And I think in particular a team like today on your attack side, that was where you guys were really struggling to kind of close things out, or on the map number 2 even build up an initial momentum. So what was kind of the reason for that? Was it just PRX's play style again, or was there anything in particular that they were doing?
They were good at like disrupting our fast plays, like the melee. So it was hard for my like duelist to get in the game early. And then I would also say like the end game, like some of those plants in Norway that you kind of need to close out those easy rounds to get the ball rolling and build the momentum, and we weren't. So like the game probably felt really good for them because every crucial round they won, and so like it just felt like we're always fighting an uphill battle. We had good starts on both maps, like one system on both maps, even on the bonus on split, but like they were just kind of taking off of the
Got it. And just a couple of meta-related questions before I let you be free. So looking at the current meta, I mean, it does seem like there's a little bit of a difficulty when it comes to information gathering in general since the initiator versus hit. And teams have been compensating with that, like you said, when you have like faster play styles and stuff, the double-duelist comps coming up, chamber being more of a meta thing. So how do you think the meta is substantially different between the previous, like last year's tournaments and this year's in terms of you being able to play it or you as a team playing it?
In the previous metas, like double initiators were pretty dominant, so we were just a good double initiator team. I would say Valorant in general was always kind of a double initiator game, just because of like your refresh cycles and all like the nerdy stuff.
I miss the essential initiator comps too.
Yeah, like we saw all that. But Riot has slowly been trying to get more duelists in the game. It feels like by like nerfing the initiators and buffing some duelists or making it like making good duelists. Like Will is an insane duelist. She can really do everything. In terms of us playing it, I feel like it's still a learn progress. Like we only implemented double duelists this year, and it was like at the start of the season. So we're playing against some of the best double duelists, like the best double duelists. Experience. So they kind of like have that number on us. But sometimes you lose and you learn, and I think this is gonna be a good learning for us. Comparing the styles, definitely I was a double initiator IGL. Like I called slow, I called off refresh timings, I called off that. But Josh has been like coaching us in a way that like that's not the game anymore, guys. Like if you want to keep making tournaments, make deep runs, win a tournament, like you gotta adapt. And I feel like I've had a lot of confidence this year in like adapting how I call. So I'm pretty optimistic with like my ability to adapt how I play or like how I call for the team on double duelist. But it's not perfect, and we're trying to get there. So
work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress, and I'm still pretty optimistic.
Got it. And just a follow up on the new note. You said that this year it's been like leaning towards the double duelist meta. So was that also one of the factors kind of like fitting maybe being to the team because of the meta itself and he's just strong, pretty good duelist player or aggressive player?
Yes and no. Like we thought he could provide some flexibility in terms of like more aggressive play style, and that could be a duelist or it could be a chamber. Even when we were playing like him on Viper in the off season, like we won Red Bull actually, like with some international teams, and he was playing like an unconventional style on those agents. It's like we just needed some more like aggressiveness, and he kind of brought that. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's like too correlated, but in a sense it was. It was more of like his personality and the dynamics of the team that people don't see every day, which was
He's definitely got a personality.
Yeah, so yeah, that's more of the reason why.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Valyn, and
thank
good
you.
luck for your next games.
Appreciate it.